opening scene of Into the Woods, where each of the fairy tales are introduced, was one of my favorite parts of this show to perform. This ensemble cast was so dedicated and talented, and we worked really hard to get the timing of this scene just right, and what a joy it was to perform.
Agony, hands down. I loved performing Agony with Dahlia. It was just fun, fun, fun. The words are hysterical. The physical humor of trying to get all the attention in the middle of that song and kind of tripping over each other in the process. Just the best. Just the best. So much fun.
One of my favorite scenes in Into the Woods was early in Act 1 when I had to sneak downstage, hiding behind a bush. I happened to check my text messages during the intermission of one of the shows, and I had a message from Frank, who was up in the lighting booth. It read something like, "Your creepy moves just steal the show."
Having Daphne Orenshein as my Prince Charming was, for me, the most amazing thing to have happened to me in JWRC history.
Feeling good about my audition and being able to sing the high notes well.
My character, Jack's mom, Zichrona Livracha, she dies very dramatically. I don't remember what I said or what anybody else said, but I just remember that it was really funny, and then I died, and I was lying on the floor, and I was just cracking up and hoping that the audience wouldn't see me.
I'm usually perfectly happy with the role that I've chosen for myself in all of the JWRC shows. But if there was one song that I wished I could have been on stage singing, it was Your Fault. The speed of Sondheim's lyrics, the back and forth of the dialogue between the characters, and the message of how we as humans tend to always deflect and never accept blame or responsibility. It's just brilliant, and I was jealous of Jessica, Reyna, Ilana, and Rona every time they got to sing it.
Well, I still quote Your Fault all the time, especially during our rehearsals, and I never stopped doing it. Even though I didn't perform it, it was my favorite part.
I had two favorite songs that I enjoyed singing. The first one was Your Fault, because that song was like so incredibly hard that, yeah, it was just, and then I also really loved Giants in the Sky, because that's always been my favorite song. So it was really cool that I got to perform it.
I would probably say my favorite song to sing was No One Is Alone. It was really, really fun to do harmony, like on a really beautiful song. I feel like the show is so fun and so challenging, but that song was so nice to sing on something just so like calm and beautiful. And I got to sing with Reyna. I hadn't sung with her before, and that was really special. And also singing with Ilana. We were an a cappella group in college together, and like singing harmony, like at the end was just really, really, really special.
Obvious answer, Last Midnight, but actually it's Children Will Listen, because when I first found out we were doing Into the Woods, I didn't know what it was, so I listened to the entire soundtrack, and it was when I got to that last song and I heard Bernadette Peters sing Children Will Listen, it completely blew my mind, and I knew I had to play that role, and I did, so it meant a lot to me.
I love the songs in Into the Woods. My favorite was No One Is Alone. The words, people make mistakes, they were beautiful, but the way Reyna sang it with Jessica was just something else. And I just wanted to bottle it and put it onto my phone and just listen to it over and over, because I was always so touched when they sang it. I did download the Broadway version and put it on my phone, but it never had the same effect as the JWRC version. I want that one.